Welcome to the Temple of Poseidon, where ancient Greek grandeur meets the modern-day selfie stick. It's a place where history and vanity collide in the most picturesque way possible. Perched dramatically on the Cape Sounion cliff, this temple is a testament to both ancient engineering and the god's flair for the dramatic. This temple is what happens when you mix mythology with real estate envy. Overlooking the Aegean Sea, it's Poseidon's ultimate watchtower, because when you're the god of the sea, you need a good view, right? Imagine Poseidon himself, lounging and surveying his watery domain. The journey to this iconic site is a tale worthy of Homer himself. The path is steeped in history and sweat, a pilgrimage for the curious and the brave. Imagine ancient travelers trudging up this hill, sweaty and sunburned, all for a glimpse of stone columns. Their determination is something to admire. Fast forward to today, and it's not much different, except we have sunscreen and smartphones. Modern travelers are just as eager to capture the perfect shot. The Temple of Poseidon is a must-see, if only to check off another box on your I've seen old stuff list. It's a rite of passage for any history buff. The locals will tell you it's where King Aegeus threw himself off the cliff, giving the Aegean Sea its name. A tragic tale that adds a touch of drama to your visit. Just remember, this is Greece, where the ruins are as numerous as the olive trees, and each stone has a story, mostly involving some god's temper tantrum. So grab your sun hat, channel your inner explorer, and get ready for a journey that promises more than just a history lesson. It's an adventure through time and myth. The Temple of Poseidon is not just a monument, it's a gateway to the past, a place where stories come alive against the backdrop of the endless sea. So whether you're here for the history, the views, or the perfect Instagram shot, the Temple of Poseidon has something for everyone. And as you stand among these ancient stones, remember that you're part of a long tradition of travelers who have marveled at this site. Each visit adds a new layer to its rich tapestry of history. So take a moment to soak it all in and let the stories of the past whisper in your ear. And get ready for a journey that promises more than just a history lesson. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've left the cliffs of Cape Sounion. The Temple of Poseidon, built in 444 BC, when people apparently had a lot of time on their hands. Before TikTok and binge-watching series. The temple was a beacon for sailors, a place to offer sacrifices and pray for safe voyages, because nothing says safe travels like a goat offering, right? Ancient Greeks had a penchant for drama, and what better way to showcase it than building a temple atop a cliff? The temple's ruins, standing majestically against the sky, whisper tales of a bygone era. They speak of power, politics, and piety. And while it's easy to get swept away by its historical significance, remember that it's not all about the past. Think of the Temple of Poseidon as a timeless reminder that, throughout history, people have always loved a good spectacle. Now let's talk architecture. The Temple of Poseidon is the epitome of ancient craftsmanship, or more accurately, it's what happens when you leave a bunch of stonemasons unsupervised. Crafted from local marble, it boasts Doric columns, 16 of them still standing tall. The temple's design is a brilliant example of symmetry and proportion, the ancient Greeks' way of saying, look what we can do with a chisel and some rocks. But let's be honest, if you've seen one Doric column, you've seen them all. Now for the ironic twist. Despite its beauty, the temple wasn't exactly Poseidon's favorite hangout. Legend has it he preferred the sea, go figure. Poseidon continued to unleash storms and tantrums as he pleased. In the end, the Temple of Poseidon is an architectural wonder that continues to captivate and confound. Visiting the Temple of Poseidon is an adventure in itself. Picture this. You arrive armed with sunscreen, a camera, and an unwarranted sense of enthusiasm. The first challenge, the uphill trek. It's a workout, a pilgrimage, and a testament to your questionable decision-making, all rolled into one. Once you reach the top, you'll find yourself surrounded by fellow tourists, all vying for the perfect photo op. It's a delicate dance of dodging selfie sticks and avoiding photo bombs. Navigating the site requires a certain finesse. You have to balance between admiring the ruins and not tripping over them. Pro tip: wear sensible shoes. In the end, visiting the Temple of Poseidon is a rite of passage. So embrace the chaos, enjoy the view, and remember it's all part of the grand adventure. Section 5, Culture and Mythology, Gods, Myths and Missteps. The Temple of Poseidon is steeped in mythology, which is ancient Greek for really cool stories that may or may not be true. Poseidon, the god of the sea, earthquakes and horses, because why not, was a major player in these tales. Worshipping him wasn't just about reverence, it was about survival. One infamous legend tied to this temple is that of King Aegeus. In a classic example of poor communication, Aegeus leapt to his death from the cliffs of Sounion, mistakenly thinking his son Theseus was dead. This tragic dive gave the Aegean Sea its name and left us with a timeless story of misunderstanding. The myths surrounding Poseidon are equally entertaining. Known for his temper, he was the original drama king. Ultimately, the temple serves as a reminder of humanity's attempts to understand the world through myths and stories. Section 6. Travel tips, what not to do. If you're planning a visit to the Temple of Poseidon, congratulations. You're about to embark on a journey that's equal parts epic and exhausting. The Temple of Poseidon is a marvel of ancient architecture and history. But fear not, dear traveler. With a bit of preparation, you can make the most of your visit. I'm here to guide you through the do's and don'ts, mostly the don'ts of your adventure. These tips will help you avoid common pitfalls. First, do not, under any circumstances, forget sunscreen. The sun here is no joke. The Greek sun is relentless and will leave you looking like a lobster faster than you can say souvlaki. Trust me, you don't want to spend your trip nursing a sunburn. Second, don't expect luxury amenities. This is an ancient ruin, not a five-star resort. There are no vending machines or gift shops at the top, so come prepared. Bring everything you might need. There are no vending machines or gift shops at the top, so come prepared. Bring water, snacks, and perhaps a sense of humor. Bring water, snacks, and perhaps a sense of humor. You'll need it when you realize how much walking is involved. Third, avoid peak hours if you can. The site can get incredibly crowded. Early mornings or late afternoons are your best bet for a slightly less chaotic experience. Finally, don't rush. Take your time to soak in the history, the views, and the absurdity of it all. Take your time to soak in the history, the views, and the absurdity of it all. Enjoy every moment, because this is a place where the past truly comes alive. Section 7, the scenic view, Instagram versus reality. Let's talk about the view, because really that's why you're here, right? The Temple of Poseidon boasts one of the most spectacular panoramas in Greece. It's the kind of view that makes you question everything, like why you live in a city with skyscrapers blocking the sunset. But before you get too starry-eyed, a word of caution. Instagram is a liar. You've seen the photos, the sun setting over the Aegean, the temple bathed in golden light, the ocean as calm as a Greek grandma making moussaka. Reality check, those pictures were either taken by professional photographers or heavily edited. In real life, you'll share that sunset with dozens of others, all jostling for the perfect shot. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter. The sight of the temple silhouetted against the sky is worth every gust of wind and every photobombed picture. Section 8. Local cuisine, dining like a Greek god. After a day of exploring and existential pondering, you'll need sustenance. And what better way to end your pilgrimage than with a feast fit for a god? Greek cuisine is legendary, much like the myths you've just immersed yourself in. It's a culinary adventure that promises to delight your taste buds and expand your waistline. Start with some meze, the Greek version of tapas. Think olives, tzatziki, and dolmades. Each bite is a little parcel of flavor, a tribute to the Mediterranean diet that's as indulgent as it is healthy. Next, dive into the mains. Souvlaki, moussaka, and fresh seafood are all must-tries. These dishes are the culinary equivalent of a Greek drama. Layered, complex, and intensely satisfying. And don't forget the wine. Finally, end your meal with something sweet. Baklava, dripping with honey and nuts, is the perfect way to cap off your day. Section 9. Conclusion. The temple visit you didn't know you needed. In the end, the Temple of Poseidon isn't just a destination. It's an experience, an adventure, and a rite of passage. It's a place where the ancient world meets the modern traveler, offering a unique blend of history, culture, and natural beauty. As you walk through the ruins, you can almost hear the echoes of ancient prayers and feel the presence of the gods who once ruled these lands. It's a place where history and mythology collide, where the past whispers stories to the present, and where every step is a reminder of humanity's enduring quest for meaning. The temple stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the desire to connect with something greater than ourselves. Sure, it's a trek, it's crowded, and it's hot, but every step you take brings you closer to a deeper understanding of the world and your place in it. The journey itself becomes a part of the experience, adding layers of meaning to your visit. But it's also a chance to step back in time, to stand where ancient Greeks once stood, contemplating their world and their gods. You can almost imagine the ancient ceremonies and rituals that took place here. The offerings made to Poseidon in hopes of safe voyages and bountiful seas. It's an opportunity to marvel at what they left behind, enduring through millennia of change and chaos. The ruins speak of a civilization that valued art, architecture, and the mysteries of the divine. And while you might not leave with divine wisdom, you'll certainly leave with memories of the wind in your hair, the sun on your face, and the laughter that comes from shared adventures. These moments become a part of your own story, enriching your life in ways you might not have expected. Because at the heart of it all, the Temple of Poseidon is a reminder that life is about the journey, not just the destination. It's about the experiences we gather, the people we meet, and the stories we create along the way. So pack your bags, book your flight, and get ready for an escapade that's equal parts enlightening and entertaining. Whether you're a history buff, a mythology enthusiast, or simply someone looking for a breathtaking view, the Temple of Poseidon has something to offer. The Temple of Poseidon awaits with its stories, its views, and its timeless charm. It's a place where the past and present coexist, inviting you to explore, reflect, and be inspired.